I really didn't think Reborn as a vending machine could become any better, but goddamn dude, episode 4 was yet another hilarious addition to the season. To start off here in this episode review, I have to say that finally, we get to see how many points he has. We haven't seen anything mentioned about the point system for multiple episodes since the start of episode 1. We finally get to see that, okay, he has 11,300 something points. So now we know his total, which is not a lot of points. Didn't he start on like 2k or something, or 1k? So, I mean, I feel like he would have way more points than that, considering how much he has been selling and earning since episode 1. But I guess he has been selling things cheaply maybe, or he has been giving a lot of things away for free. Who knows? We do learn that, though, that as he's being abducted, he can't use his barrier ability to protect himself for more than 3 hours with the points he has, as he would run out. So I assume the barrier costs like 4,000 points an hour to run, which is very expensive, like really expensive. I mean, I guess it is a blessing, so it is expensive to use, but still. God damn. So yes, if you didn't already know, Boxo does indeed get abducted this episode. He is abducted by these very finicky guys, shady people, and is brought to this remote house where he meets Hulami, who was also abducted, to basically figure out how to get the money out of him. Spoiler, she doesn't. I do enjoy some of the humor though along the way in this episode. For example, when they try to beat Boxo up to get free stuff out of him when they want drinks and food, and he spurts out some very modern, probably some vegan fruit juice shit, and gives it to them, and they're like, what the fuck is this horrible drink? Yup, yes sir, that is one of those very modern fruit juices, enjoy that. When Boxo is attacked though by these goons, and it takes some damage, he is trying to think of ways to protect himself. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but my initial thought was, okay, even if you can't utilize your barrier for a long time, they don't know that. You could just activate the barrier when they try to attack you, and blow them back, and then deactivate it, and then whenever they try to attack you, let's say another 4 or 5 times, you just keep activating the barrier, which will give them most likely the impression that, okay, he can just put up the barrier whenever he wants to, because they don't know it costs points, right? So that would probably just protect him in and of itself already. So I'm not sure why he didn't do that, but I guess it didn't occur to him at the time. He does, though, on the other hand, increase his toughness by 10, or doubling his toughness in this case, which makes him take no damage from these basic attacks. So as he apparently can also increase his base stats, which I assume also includes like HP and attack and other things, that can become interesting down the line depending on what they do with that. I have to say though, the absolute best part of this episode was the prawn magazine section when these goons go in to try to basically molest and assault Hulami as she is sleeping. Of course, a scummy move, naturally. And Boxo is trying to figure out a way to stop them. And yet, Eureka, he turns into a adult prawn magazine dispenser and dispenses a prawn magazine for each of the goons here. And they look at it and drool, like, oh my god, what is this? And they start looking through the pages, and it's like, yes sir, that is a prawn magazine, alright. Yes sir. That had me absolutely rolling on the floor and enjoying every second. I thought last episode was like a bit over the top with the condoms or whatever else, but this episode is like, okay, I guess we're upgrading to prawn magazines. I mean, I didn't even realize Japan had prawn magazine dispensers. Is that a common thing? I mean, I've been to Japan, but I didn't see any vending machines like that. But are they actually a thing? Like, can you actually just go to and buy prawn magazines in these vending machines in Japan? I mean, I assume they're only in specific locations and not on the street randomly. But if that is a thing, that's pretty based. It's pretty based, I have to say. And even though the section here of Boxo turning into this prawn magazine dispenser and basically avoiding the assault on Hulami as she is sleeping by doing this, while it is a very funny and entertaining section of the episode, it also has a secondary purpose, for me at least, of highlighting that, you know, Boxo has to deal with things in a different way than most Isekai protagonists, right? He can't just grow arms and legs and beat the pulp out of these people. He has to figure out a way that he in his limited state can help this person in this case. And I really like how they keep doing this of trying to be clever and show some ingenuity in how Boxo has to deal with these things being a vending machine. So I hope they keep that up. So yes, Hulumi. We do get to meet her, get some to know a few things about her. She's a quirky character. She does apparently say that she's not afraid to die, so I guess she has some dark backstory, as many anime characters often do. Of course, in the end, Boxo does get rescued by Lamis, who basically tears through the entire goon base, right, and just goes berserk, because of course, I mean, she is probably very, very angry that Boxo was taken from her. On that note, I do find it still really heartwarming and wholesome, like how tightly Lamis hugs Boxo when she rescues him, and just having that sense of, really wholesomeness between those two. Their relationship is very, it's just wholesome to see every episode, and I enjoy it. I also, again, like how the anime covers things like Boxo having his inner monologue when Lamis is basically hugging him so tight his sides are breaking and being damaged that that he says, I can't embrace her. I don't have arms, right? I can't speak any words of comfort that she is crying, basically hugging him, right, embracing him, and him just sort of coming to realize and thinking of how can I mean, I can't communicate. I can't really do anything to comfort her, even though I really want to. And again, those small things I do appreciate them showing and covering. Apparently the Fool's Menagere party also are there to help with this rescue, and we do also get some foreshadowing that they need Boxo for some reason to accomplish their goals, which I suppose is foreshadowing for something, clearly. I also have to say, though, that, again, I do enjoy that every episode they show off new vending machine things, different sort of machines in that sense. For example, when Hulumi and Boxo are under the rubble, and Boxo puts up the barrier, but of course he doesn't realize that, oh shit, there's no air here, so Hulumi being a human, she will basically die if I don't do something, so it turns into like an oxygen machine, so she can just breathe with this oxygen mask, which apparently is a thing in Japan. So again, just showing ingenuity with how Boxo can help in a way that only he can, in his limited abilities right now. Was also entertaining with basically Hulumi falling for him, saying that if he were a real man, she couldn't stop herself. I'm sure. But yeah, this episode was absolutely fun. I really enjoyed it, especially the prom magazine section, as I mentioned. This show just keeps being a mix of like really wholesome, really entertaining, and really fun isekai. It's not too deep. It's not like plot heavy or anything like that. It's just really nice and chill to watch, and you just get to sit there and enjoy things episode by episode. It's just a fun time. I will also say that the comment section below these episodes are absolutely hilarious. Reading through the comment section here is, like someone saying she's finished sucking on his oxygen hose, and then later he spilled some drinks when she hit him in the side, and it's like, a lot of euphemisms here. Yes, sir. Anyways, though, I will absolutely love this show moving forward, most likely. One of the best isekais of the season for me. I hope it is for you as well. That being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode review, and if you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. What did you think of the episode? Feel free to tell me below, and I will see you in the next one. So bye-bye.